Hi everybody, it's Annette with the Art of Intuition, and today we're going to talk about creation energy. Actually, so one of my friends gave me this idea about what do we have to do to get in the creation energy, the energy of creation. The first question I always ask is, what did you create today? What did you get involved in today that had to do with creation? Because I will tell you, naturally, our human tendency, our ego tendency, gets involved in everything that has nothing to do with creating anything. It gets wrapped up in drama, distortions, he said, she said. We get wrapped up in other people's distortions. As if ours aren't enough, we like to go out and distract ourselves with other people's stuff. And there's no judgment, because I have done it too, and I always have to catch myself. Not as much now as I used to, but I have to catch myself and say, why am I involved in somebody else's reality? I always almost like picture two hula hoops on the floor, and they're side by side. I'm like, don't step into my hula hoop and I won't step into yours. Don't step into my reality and don't step into somebody else's, because we don't have a place there. And that takes away from our creative energy. The more we spend our energy on blame, shame, guilt, jealousy, name it, go through it, anger. Even though anger can channel into creation energy, we can talk about that a little bit more in a second. But look at what you're involved in on a daily basis that has nothing to do with creating anything. And that's going to show you a lot. Because creation does not come from the head. Creation comes from the heart. If you're not in your heart space, you cannot create anything. And the human and our ego, it's locked up here. All day long, you're going to be just up here spinning around, way overthinking it and way in your mind. So when you find yourself way in your mind, you can do a couple of things to kind of rebalance yourself, to kind of sink yourself back into your heart. I'll tell people to draw the infinity symbol. It balances out the right side and left side of the brain. That'll kind of sink you back down a little bit. And just really connect inside. Close your eyes. Because when you close your eyes, you can connect deeper in, because it disconnects the mind. So when you need that moment to get back into creative energy, quiet your mind, close your eyes, and just be peaceful. Just really feel into that heart space. And you might not get 1,000 ideas at one time, but I will guarantee you on some level you will get a feeling of creation to come through. Because the more connected we are, the soul has to create. The more connected you are with your soul, the more you're going to want to create. You can't not. The soul has a natural, that's what it wants to do. All this other stuff we play into, all the human ego drama, worries, worrying about this, worrying about that, worrying about all of our stuff, worrying about other people's stuff, getting involved in things that don't matter in a sense to our soul. Our soul knows every other soul has it under control. They're going through exactly what they need to go through. We need to center back into what we're trying to do. So think about that. And when you still feel like you can't create, you have no energy or no space for it, sleep. Let's get our vibrations up. We want to sleep, get outside, do what makes you happy. When you're in a vibration of happiness and in your heart space, you will have no other choice but to create. A lot more alone time. It'll get you more in that creative energy. Now, I said before that anger, you can channel anger into creation. You can also channel sexual energy into creation. Sometimes a lot of people will forego sex for a while because they want to create, and they can channel that in. And they'll go through, starts and stops with that for a while because they want to bring out more creator energy. Creation is completely from inside of us. Now, sometimes we might use other people because they inspire us to create, and we'll know when we hit that space and we see people that inspire us, but they're really just activating our own creation inside. We're just using that person, that thing, whether it be crystals, Andaras, babies, whatever it is that gets your vibration up, that's going to help you with getting into that mindset of creation. And look at what you're putting your energy into, whether it's present stuff, you're worried about the future, you're stuck in the past somewhere about something that happened 20 years ago or 20 minutes ago or 3 minutes ago, it doesn't really matter. It still has nothing to do with the present moment. You can only create in the present moment. And everything you're doing right now creates the next moment. So I want everyone to be creating. I want everyone to think about, what am I involved in today? You can do this at the end of the day or whenever. What did I get involved in today that had nothing to do with creation? Nothing. Whether it be gossiping, blaming, whatever it is. Now, sometimes you'll get in a space you don't feel like creating, and that's fine. That's a different space. You'll know when you're in that from your purest place, but creation comes from here. You got to be here, because if you're not here, you're here. Nothing creates from there. Sometimes you'll just get maybe a glip here, write it down, come back to it. You'll know when you're there. And you don't have to be in a meditative state 24 hours a day to create, but you do need to be centered in the heart space, because that's where creation is. Okay, everybody, I wish everyone massive amounts of creativity, creation, and keep practicing the art of intuition.